In this Star Wars Outlaws news update video, I will be sharing with you a potential delay to the game and some other bits of info. This includes apparently amazing fast travel. Before we do get into today's news video though, make sure you do subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any future news updates on Star Wars Outlaws. So following the panel and the interviews that myself and others conducted with developers of the game at San Diego Comic-Con, there has not been much news for this game. I have seen some people upset about this, but to be honest, it's totally fine. When the game got announced in June, we got a trailer followed by 10 minutes of gameplay footage as well as tons of information. Then a month later, we had the Comic-Con panel and interviews, which revealed even more details about the game. We don't necessarily need another 10-minute gameplay demo right now. We know what the game is, how it plays, and what it looks like. Yes, it would be nice, but it isn't necessary, and Ubisoft will have their marketing strategy in place. They aren't just going to drop something right now when the game is still several months out. The development teams at Massive and all of the other Ubisoft studios supporting this game from around the world are hard at work on Outlaws. They will reveal more about the game when they are ready to do so. Speaking of which, let's talk about the possible delay and why it's not as much of a big deal as some people have made it out to be. So late last night, Ubisoft held their quarterly earnings call for investors. During their presentation, Ubisoft said that they are looking good without another large game that it had initially planned to launch during the last quarter of the fiscal year, that quarter being January through to March. The publisher went on to say they decided to launch this other large game in the next fiscal year, which starts in April 2024 and ends in March 2025. Ubisoft say this is to maximise the game's value creation. Due to Ubisoft naming other games and their release timeframes, including some delays, that leaves just Star Wars Outlaws as the one that is expected to be this game they've moved out of January through to March. Many people on social media are speculating that this is Star Wars Outlaws, and it's now not going to be coming out before March, but will be out from April onwards. This also lines up with a report about Outlaws from before it was even announced. Kotaku spoke with sources close to the project, and they said Ubisoft wanted the game out by March 2024, but those sources saying that it was going to be too ambitious. So to be honest, this isn't that unexpected really. On top of that, the game never had a public release timeframe other than just 2024. Ubisoft have allowed themselves wiggle room for a situation like this one. This is good in my opinion, because they haven't had to come out and say, look, we've delayed Outlaws from March to whatever month, and that just gives the game a bad look, like, oh, maybe this game's got issues, things like that. They also aren't announcing a release date until they are far more confident in that they can actually hit it. There is a reason why Ubisoft have not labelled this game that's been delayed internally to be a specific game. They did publicly come out and say Skull and Bones has been delayed until next year, so in that sense they are wanting to label that game being delayed once again, but not whatever game this is, which probably is Star Wars Outlaws. This isn't a public news announcement like a press release or a tweet that they want to get out there. In my opinion, they were confident enough to show us 10 minutes of gameplay just days after its announcement this summer, so they must be confident in it, but just need a bit more time. Also, I have seen far too many people say that this game has been delayed until 2025. No, that's not the case. The next fiscal year starts in April 2024, but runs until March 2025. So they're expecting the game to release between April 2024 until March 2025. It can be at any time in that space. It doesn't specifically mean the game has been delayed until 2025. For all we know, Outlaws could release in April, which is just a month after what seem to be the internal demands. It could be a couple of months, or 6 months, or even 12 months later. It doesn't matter whatever it is, it's okay. I'm far more confident in this game being delayed because we got a 10-minute gameplay demo and we've heard so much about it, unlike other Star Wars games such as the KOTOR remake, where we have had only a CGI teaser trailer for over 2 years now, and literally nothing else. Outlaws was announced all the way back in 2021, much like the KOTOR remake. The difference is they've been very upfront and confident with their project. I've also seen plenty of people say, oh, I thought it was coming out at the end of 2024 anyway, so this is fine to me. Another thing that makes me more confident in this project is something based on what Ubisoft said a few weeks ago. It was too small to make a video on it, but I'm putting it out here now. Julian Geraghty, who is the creative director behind Star Wars Outlaws, was announced to be taking over the Division franchise at Massive, the studio developing this game. Before reading the entire article that Ubisoft put out, many assumed that he'd be leaving Outlaws before it is out, which is not good, of course. However, Ubisoft explain that Julian will make the move once Star Wars Outlaws, the game he is currently overseeing as creative director, has shipped. They also note, Julian remains fully committed to making Star Wars Outlaws a success for both the development team and fans. He will remain on the project through launch to ensure the game meets the intended creative vision and provide a great experience for players. The fact that he's being able to see out this project to its conclusion and not being forced off it is good. So no matter what the delay internally is, he's still going to be on Outlaws and direct it to where it needs to be. Now on to some additional information about gameplay details. This comes from Tom Henderson, who has a good track record when it comes to game leaks. He put out a tweet saying that he wonders how people will respond to what Ubisoft is working on with Star Wars Outlaws when it comes to fast travel tech and seamlessness. He said this because of how good Spider-Man 2's fast travel is, and people were curious if, does this mean Outlaws is going to be bad in terms of fast travel or good? Well, Tom has some good news to share with us. He says from the info that he's been given on the brief demo that was shown, it's good. However, he says I need to wait for more corroboration or to see the demo myself before reporting on it properly. He also goes on to say that I think we are finally seeing games that are utilising current generation technology to its full potential. That's as much as I can say at the moment until I get further corroboration for a report on Star Wars Outlaws. So it does sound like that Outlaws is going to have an impressive fast travel system that we should expect from the current generation of consoles. We knew from the get-go that you could get in your ship, there'd be a small cutscene as it takes off, but then you assume control of it in the atmosphere and you fly upwards into space and you can pick somewhere, wherever it is in the game's galaxy, to go, and you can travel there via light speed. Based on what Tom has said, there seems to be some stuff that they haven't showed us yet, which will be interesting to hear about. I'd love to hear your thoughts on anything I've talked about in this video, so comment them down below, and if you found this video useful, please do drop a like to help support the channel. Subscribe so you don't miss any future news updates on Star Wars Outlaws, and if you did miss any of my previous videos, click on the playlist on screen right now, and I shall see you in my next video. Goodbye.